Hi guys, I'm Cash with Cashed Out Cars, and in this video we have yet again another broken Volkswagen. So behind me is my Passat VR6 4Motion, and this time I am getting a rough idle and a vacuum leak. So I'm going to go over the codes that came up with this problem and go over the symptoms that you could look for to see if this is the same problem that you're having with your car. So scanning this car, I got a handful of codes. The codes that are pertinent to this problem is this code 01287 and 04506. So if you have this P0507 code, this video might be relevant to you, and if you have this P12A2 code, this video might help you out. More symptoms of this problem include a check engine light and surging at idle. So if your idle is rough, or if your idle is ranging from about 1,000 to 2,000 RPM, this problem is probably what you have. Now I'm going to pop the hood and show you what it sounds like in there. As you could tell, there's an audible air hissing sound here. It sounds like basically a high-pitched squeal and like air leaking from somewhere. And if you hear this, this is probably the same problem that you have. You could check by covering up this hole right here. And if the sound goes away, it's definitely the same problem. So guys, if this sounds like the same problem that you're having with your car, it's an extremely big job to do right. So the problem is that they put the PCV diaphragm inside the valve cover. So instead of having a valve, it just has a diaphragm that's built in to this valve cover. And to get to that, you have to remove your intake manifold, replace your valve cover, or replace the diaphragm in the valve cover. So if you have an earlier VR6 like mine that has the silver intake manifold, that requires you to disassemble your whole front end, remove that intake manifold, remove the valve cover, and then replace the valve cover or that diaphragm. I'm going to try to take a faster, cheaper route than that, and we're basically going to vent this PCV to atmosphere, run it to a catch can, and just make it so we don't have to do the whole big job, and hopefully we could get rid of that check engine light. To remove this plastic vacuum line, it's very easy. I will say that if it's cold, make sure that you heat it up so it's not brittle. But all you have to do is squeeze right here and on the bottom. So you'll push that in like that, and then wiggle it backwards like this, and it'll just pop free. Like I said, be careful so it doesn't break, and then it'll just disconnect just like that. Alright guys, so once you have this off there, you could plug it. I found a plastic cap that fit very nice in there, and it's just a press fit in. So it looks like this, and then it just presses straight in and seals off that vacuum line there. And then what I did is I made a series of pipes and fittings here that come off of the opening in the intake and run down into a catch can down there. And what that'll do is it'll catch the oil that comes out of the valve cover, and that's the oil that's not necessarily going back into your intake here. Although what you should do is you should reroute it from here back into your intake somewhere so that it's not going into the atmosphere, and that's the best way to do it. But this is a basic setup that I have here. I'm going to see how well this catch can works, see how nice it catches stuff, and then we're going to go from there. But this is a solution. The check engine light is off just by doing this, and all the codes that were coming up for this vacuum leak problem have gone away. So guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more, and I hope you stick around for the next one. Take care.